What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the debut album from the band Vltimas, entitled Something Wicked Marches In. This is released on Season of Mist. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of the US, Canada, and Europe. And the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very traditional, chaotic, blackened style of death metal. Yeah. When I first heard about this band coming together and being announced, I had a lot of different mixed emotions. Excitement, curiosity, skepticism, all rolled into one. Because this is a project formed by a bunch of people who are very, very well known and well regarded within extreme music. You have Rune Eriksson, whom you may know best as Blasphemer for his work in projects such as Aura Noir and Mayhem. You have Flo Monnier, who of course you know as the drummer of Cryptopsy. And you have David Vincent of Morbid Angel fame. Yeah. Seeing the promo photos, the teasers, and then things coming all together in promotion of this band had me very curious because I didn't know whether this was going to be something good, something mixed, something bad. I had honestly no idea. But then I heard the song Total Destroy and my interests were very piqued. I liked the direction that song took, I liked the riffs, I liked the drums, and I liked the vocals too. So I was curious to hear more of this project, and now here we are with the debut full-length from Vltimas entitled Something Wicked Marches In. It's 9 tracks, and it clocks in at around 38 minutes in length, and pretty much this album takes the best qualities from every single one of these musicians and artists involved in this project and capitalizes on all of their core strengths to the best of its ability. And this is a much better album than I anticipated it to be. This really exceeded and surpassed expectations for me in more ways than one, because this is pretty much straightforward, good old-fashioned death metal. And I hope that there will be more stuff from this band in the future. The main story of Something Wicked Marches In is easily Rune Eriksson's guitar playing, because of course this guy is an absolute legend. He is a genius. He knows how to play guitar very well. He knows how to create such riveting storytelling with his guitar riffs and songwriting, and he does that with a lot of the songs that are on this album, from the opening title track to songs like Pray Vltimas, Mana Lilith, which is one of my favorite tracks on this album, with these really triumphant sounding riffs that you hear at the beginning and middle of the track, and then later on with songs like Last Ones Alive Win Nothing and Everlasting. Just some seriously fantastic guitar work going on here. A lot of great riffs, a lot of momentum, a lot of awesome solo work to be heard throughout this record. He definitely takes his time and is methodical with his guitar playing, and every riff, every sound, every chord progression that comes throughout this record sounds great, and it is definitely one of the things that makes this album so special. When it comes to the drumming, I really do enjoy Flo's drumming here. Of course, you know Flo's drumming style. It's fast, it's breakneck, it's in your face. And here on Something Wicked Marches In, his drum style is pretty much impeccable here. I really enjoyed his drum style. I loved his fills, his blast beats. Just a lot of great momentum flowing throughout this entire album, and his drum performance really sounds awesome. It's definitely one of those contemporary sort of death metal drum sounds and styles. I think it works very well here, and I think in the case of this album, I really like what he does here. And when it comes to the vocals, I really enjoy David Vincent's vocal style here, because of course if you're familiar with how David Vincent sounds nowadays, he has a little bit more of a brash sort of approach to his vocal style. You get a little bit of rolling R's, you get a little bit of snarl and snark in his vocal stylings, which I think sound really good here. But then going again to some of the more slighter touches of this record, you get some sung vocals, some singing vocals here, like on the opening track, title track, and then on Mana Lilith, like, she is my only, my one and only, I really like that, and I think it works in the case of this album. I think the sung vocals that appear on this album work out very well here. But as far as David Vincent's growls, it's what you know for him best for. He does a very, very solid job here. And I think the musicianship that accompanies his vocal stylings throughout this album makes that big of a difference too. So overall, like I said, this is a way better album than I anticipated it to be. This is just straight up good old-fashioned contemporary death metal done by people who know how to play and know how to create music very, very well here. If you're a fan of all of the bands that these guys are in, you're going to find something special to enjoy with Vltimas. So if I had to think of any personal favorite tracks, I would definitely have to say the title track, Something Wicked Marches In, Prevalidus, Monolilith, Last One's Alive Win Nothing, and the closing track, Marching On, is really good too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you a link in the description box as to how you can get a hold of this album and listen to it. I will leave you a link to the Vltimas Bandcamp page where you can listen to this album in its entirety, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. You can stream it by digitally, and it is available physically as a CD and 12-inch vinyl. Many ways to get a hold of this album. So again, the album is Something Wicked Marches In by Vltimas. This is released on Season of Mist. Go check this one out. And for a score, I'm feeling a very solid 8.5 out of 10 for this one. Very, very strong debut, and I'm excited to hear more from this project if they decide to keep it going. So if you've happened to have heard this album, definitely let me know what you think about it, how you feel about it, or any of you guys into Vltimas, definitely let me know. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel, and until the next time, Miho out.